Can't be too bronze when you're this pale. Truth. Hey everyone, thanks for clicking on this video and spending some time with me today. Today's video is a tutorial on this look I am wearing for this dramatic smoky eye with a nude lip. I hope you enjoy watching, and let's get into this. So since we're doing a smoky eye, I'm going to do my eye makeup first. For my transition shade, I'm using Makeup Geek Unexpected mixed with the new Makeup Forever matte shadow. It's just like a light gray beige right here in this corner. It's called M540. To deepen things up a bit, I'm going to take another Makeup Forever shadow. This is called M549. This is just like a dark taupe shade. I'm not going to fluff this quite as high up. For my outer corner, to define it, I'm going to use actually a fluffier brush. I usually use a more dense one, but I'm going to sheer out a very dark shade. So I'm going to take Espresso by Makeup Forever. It's 619, the matte shade. And then I'm going to barely touch Makeup Geek Corrupt. I tap off the excess and I just lightly fluff it in the outer V part of my eye. Just going to go back in and blend those edges out. For my lid shade, I'm taking Mushroom by Urban Decay. This is a beautiful kind of like steel gray shade. I'm just going to take it on my finger dry first, and then I am going to intensify it, but I go in with it dry because it really helps the edges look seamless. When you go in wet sometimes, unless you're doing a cut crease or a really dramatic line, you can kind of have a hard time blending it into what's already happening when it's wet. And actually, instead of intensifying that with a wet brush, I'm actually going to take a different shade for the center of the lid. I'm going to take Harpoon from the Desi x Katy Dose of Colors collab. I absolutely love this palette. It's so beautiful. I'm just going to take a little setting spray on my finger and then pick up some of that shade and pop it right on the center of the lid. Just going to go back in with a brush to just blend out those edges. I'm also going to put a little bit of the Mushroom shade on my brush. Just go over that just a bit. Now that the lid shade is on, I am going to go in and deepen that crease up just a little more with that chocolate brown and the deep purple shade, the Eggplant shade from Makeup Forever. Since everything's kind of blended out, I'm just going to kind of pat it on this outer corner. And I'll blend out the edges a little bit, but I don't want to disturb it too much because I want to keep that depth. Before I do my brows, I'm going to highlight my brow bone. This is Milani Bella White. So for liner, I'm going to use a Kat Von D liner just to get the initial line down. Then I'm going to kind of smoke it out. I'm now going to take a NARS smudge brush and go in with Makeup Geek Corrupt. And I'm just going to kind of haze that line. Alright, now we're just going to take a wipe and clean up any fallout. Clean up this edge right here. I'm going to curl my lashes and I will be right back for foundation. So I've already prepped my skin with skincare. My favorite moisturizer before makeup is the Belif, the True Cream, the Moisturizing Balm, like the heavier one. For a primer, I'm using the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. I just have a little sample size, and I just use the tiniest bit right under my eyes, around my nose, and on my forehead. For foundation, I am mixing Milani, the 2-in-1 Conceal and Perfect, and the Erborian BB Cream in Clair. And I'm taking that on my L'Oreal sponge. Concealer, I'm mixing the Tarte Shape Tape and the Bare Minerals Serum Concealer. To set all of this in place, I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Setting Powder. To set the rest of my face, I'm just going to use that same powder but with a brush instead. I think it's safe to say that I need bronzer in my life, and I should never, ever go without it, especially rocking an eye like this. Just saying. I'm going to bronze up my skin with the L'Oreal Lumi Bronzer. I'm taking the more subtle shimmer right here from this Makeup Revolution palette and placing that on the apples of my cheeks. To highlight my cheekbones, I'm going to use the Anastasia Sun Dipped palette. I'm going to use the shades Tourmaline and Moonstone. With the Tourmaline color, it's a little darker. I'm just going to take that down the nose and on the upper lip. With no excess product, I'm just kind of sweeping that over everything. I'm going in with my bronzer brush just to blend out these edges and make everything look kind of melted in together. I'm going to spritz my face with the Ofra Makeup Fixer. While that dries, I'm going to slap on some brows. Going in with the usual NYX Brow Wax and then Benefit Gimme Brow. To perfect the shape, I'm using the Fiona Stiles mini brow pencil. I don't even know if they carry this anymore, but it's just like the Anastasia Brow Wiz. To define the lower lash line, I'm going in with the cool gray color from the Lorac Pro 2. And I'm just going to run this under the eye on a little detailer brush. I'm taking a darker gray shade and just going on the very outer edge. Very close to the lash line. So I just added some roller lash to my lashes. I'm going to finish off the face. First, I'm just going over with this kind of more shimmery bronzer by Too Faced, the Sweetheart Bronzer. It's amazing. It's like the heart-shaped one. I just kind of dust this all over just to kind of... You can't be too bronze when you're this pale. Truth. For blush, I'm keeping it very muted. This is the L'Oreal True Match Blush in the shade Tender Rose. For lips, we're keeping it really simple as well. I'm going to start out with the same old step, my Urban Decay Ozone Primer Jumbo Pencil. Then I'm going to use the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the shade Loyalist. To make this color a little more cool toned and to keep it a lot more moisturizing throughout the day, I'm going to top it off with my Sephora Luster Matte in Fig. Alright, almost forgot this last step. I'm going to take the Urban Decay 24-Hour Glide On Pencil in the shade Desperation. It's kind of like a dark gray color. And I'm going to put this right in the waterline. Alright everybody, so this is the finished look. I really like how it turned out. I usually don't go quite this dramatic with my eyes, and it's still kind of freaking me out because I usually keep a more like soft, smoky look, but I do really like this. Just something kind of different. I can't wait to wear this lip combo with like a more natural eye come springtime as well. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and spending some time with me today. If you liked this look, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you know when I will post more videos. I hope you're having a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.